Hello and welcome to the Pizza Kitchen live edition. I'm your host, Brian Hernandez. Happy National Pizza Day, everybody. This is the first time we're trying this in our test kitchen, so please bear with us. But if you have any comments, questions about my vegan journey, throw them up in the Facebook comments. But today, in honor of National Pizza Day, I would like to make something that's kind of getting me through my vegan journey. If you don't know, I'm undertaking a 3-month vegan journey for PMQ. So this is one of my go-to staples if I have the products. The one that's hard to get is those peppadews. So this is the Pep in Your Step pizza. Has homemade vegan crumbled pepperoni. It's really, really good. It's a pepperoni alternative. I'm not going to be one of those vegans. Oh, yeah, 100%. Just like pepperoni. I know the difference. It is an alternative. It's a very good, close approximation. But I'm also going to be using some homemade, fresh mozzarella. This stuff is great. Melts great, keeps the color. I just tested this actually 2 days ago, and I'm very happy that I found it. But in the future, we're going to be having more vegan recipes as well, featuring products from Happy Little Plants, some vegan pepperoni, sausage crumbles, chorizo, as well as Miyoko's liquid vegan mozzarella. We also have, we're talking with Greenleaf and maybe even Green Origins. They sent us some shredded mozzarella that's really, 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 really good. So we do have more vegan plant-based proteins and cheeses coming, and we also have regular recipes, guys, not just all this vegan stuff. We got some margarita Italian meats, some cup and char pepperoni, along with some Galbani recipes. It's going to be delicious. Unfortunately, I can't eat them, but the office is going to be very happy. So I've been getting a lot of my recipes from, and Blake, we're going to be a little bit mobile today. Why don't you see all our ingredients here? I've been getting most of my recipes from making vegan meats. So today, it's a very simple recipe once you've got it all prepped. That's the main thing. You just got to take the time to prep it, but you can prep it in large batches and have it ready to go and prep and make at a moment's notice. So for this pepperoni, we're going to need a good a cup of textured vegetable protein. We're also going to need some mushroom seasoning, very salty, umami flavor in your mouth, some paprika, anise, and fennel seeds, some kosher salt, sugar, garlic powder, pinch of chili powder. We need some pea protein. Any kind of protein or tapioca starch, anything like that will work. It's kind of that binding agent. It's all relatively interchangeable. We get 3 tablespoons of nutritional yeast. And then we also have some Methylcellulose and beetroot powder. Beetroot, I believe, is mainly just to give it a meat texture. This was a hamburger recipe that I've kind of customized to be pepperoni. So you have to make your pepperoni seasoning. You mix it all up. You soak it for an hour or for 30 minutes, and then it's ready to cook. Like I said, you can make big batches. You can make just the dry and the wet and mix them as you go. It's very versatile, relatively quick. So, and then you also have to have some liquid smoked soy sauce, white vinegar, and blackstrap molasses. It's all in there. I ran out of containers, honestly. There's a lot of stuff on this table. So the pizza itself, like I said, is going to have some hand-crushed tomatoes, our crumbled textured vegetable protein, crumbled vegan pepperoni, some homemade fresh mozzarella, vegan, mostly soy milk, and coconut oil. All the recipes are in the description for these. Some cilantro, and because there's cilantro, some lime, but it also has some peppadew peppers as well, for a little kick, a little bit of sweet, sour, salty. It's going to have the whole gamut. It's what I like. If you don't like it, hey, that's you. So first off, we're going to slide this guy over here, and I will make one at the end real quick on our Turbo Chef for expediency. So typically I would like to use a larger deck oven, but just to make sure I don't take up all of your National Pizza Day. I hope you guys are really working. So first off, you get your textured vegetable protein. You get your 1 cup. Next, you want to mix in your pea protein. Get that in there. Nutritional yeast, and also your Methylcellulose and beetroot powder. Methylcellulose, give it a little bit of gumminess and a little bind to it. Now, these are all your pepperoni seasonings. We will be mixing these here shortly. So for this, you basically just want to kind of shake it all up, and I'll let Blake kind of give a look at that as I moving magic produce a spoon in my hand. So I'm going to put this in a larger bowl, by the way, too. So this is just to show the folk at home. So you want to mix it up well, and I'll continue doing this. But moving on real quick. So this one's fun because it requires a mortar pestle. At least it says to use a mortar pestle. So I like it. So So we're going to take our mushroom seasoning, paprika, anise, and fennel seeds, chuck it right in there. And now we have our chili powder, salt, sugar, and garlic powder. Put that in here too. Now for this recipe, this is just one little batch, but you're going to need enough to have about 2.5 to 3 tablespoons for the seasoning. So you might have to double this recipe that's in the description. So next, you grind it up. Get in there, get all the little bits ground down. Like I said, those mushroom seasonings, they're really good, but it's like a umami flavor, salt bomb in your face. This is going to give you that signature pepperoni red, and with the fennel, some of that flavor as well. Well, duh, obviously all of this is to make it taste like pepperoni, but hey, don't judge me. This is live. So, again, movie magic. We are going to move away, and let me see here. Bada bing. Now I've got 2.5 to 3 ounces of pepperoni seasoning. All right. All right. So next, what we're going to do, we're going to take all of our mix, our dry mix, vegetable protein, and all the other wonderful things we put in there. We're going to chuck it down. We're going to add our pepperoni seasoning. And this is more than the typical hamburger seasoning, just because I'm trying to get a lot of that pepperoni flavor in there. I want to make sure that it comes through. Because again, it's not pepperoni, it's pepperoni approximation. I'm not going to lie to you and say it's 100%, but it's darn close. All right. Some of those little beetroot things, you want to get them, otherwise you'll have these big red spots. If you want to simulate a nice medium rare to rare steak, leave that beetroot intact. We'll have a nice runny little bit of redness. All right, so we got a good mixture there. So now we're going to take our 1 cup of water and all the rest of our flavor. This is our meat flavor for the most part. Soy sauce, liquid smoke, vinegar, blackstrap molasses for that little bit of sulfur, the irony taste. We're going to mix all that in our water. Get all of it out of there. There we go. And we're just going to mix this in. Now we're going to mix this up, and then we're going to let it sit for 30 minutes. But as you can see, that paprika and the chili powder, giving it that pinky reddish flavor. And sitting for 30 minutes is going to give it more of that texture of like a ground beef. It's going to allow the vegetable protein to absorb all that moisture. So it looks a little runny right now, but it'll sit here and it will absorb all of that and be just fully hydrated, ready to go. Put it into a medium heat saucepan with a little bit of oil. Now there are ways where you can actually do it with a fat substitute, which is mostly coconut oil again. But I found that this recipe doesn't really need it. So this is what it looks like, kind of all hydrated up. See, kind of looks like ground beef. A little red, but it's got a really good aroma of some pepperoni here. Okay, so as I said, for this, next you would probably just saute it in, or just kind of crisp it up a little bit in a medium heat saucepan with some oil, and you can save that. Once it's kind of crisped up, you can put it in a bowl and then just add it to each pizza. Yep. I haven't tried it without cooking it yet. I don't know. I don't think I recommend it, but we'll see. So, all right, guys. Well, I am thinking that this is going a heck of a lot faster than I thought it was going to go. So, unfortunately, I don't know that my dough will be quite ready, but you know what? It's dough, and we're just going to, we're going to make it. So, Blake is our camera guy. Thank you so much. Everybody say hi to Blake. Hi, Blake. He's going to be following me around like a little puppy. And we have our producer here, Brandy. She's a ghost. She is just hands. So you can also add a little bit of salt to the pizza in the end to give it a little flavor. But this is pretty much everything that goes on that pie. All right, Blake, son. Well, if you wanted to kind of come over here then, we will go ahead and just start making this pizza. And like I said, for the sake of time, I'm going to go ahead and make it in a turbo chef so it'll cook up nice and quick. I made a Neapolitan style type dough. Some Pudo 00 flour. Now my nice black chef coat is going to get all floured up, but this is TV, so this is what happens. I don't control the flour. It does what it wants. I have to put it on the screen to put it in the Turbo Chef. Otherwise, I would like to cook this directly on the stone. That's one thing I want to say for a lot of people. People have asked, you know, you're always cooking on a screen. Why are you always cooking on a screen? It's because it's TV. When we're making one of these recipe videos, it takes a little bit longer than just making a pizza, so it tends to rest. And full disclosure, I am terrible at sliding a peel underneath a pizza. I am horrible at it. So to make sure our pizzas come out looking all nice, we typically make them on the screen. And I take them off the screen as soon as I can. But that is one question to answer. Ask me anything, except that. So since this is cold and hasn't risen, I thought it was going to take a lot longer. It might not get the final look that I'm looking for here, but you know what? I'm gonna try it anyway. So now, only forward. I'll bring all the stuff over here, and we'll make it over here. Okay, so. There we go. Watching Blake do some really cool gymnastics here. That was the other one. I didn't know you could bend that far. That's nice. We are tethered. We're cables 6 ways from Sunday in here, so make sure Blake does not fall over himself. Try to get the amount of coverage, but because it is a thinner crust, it's, you know, I don't want to put too much. I don't want the weight. I don't want it to fall under its own weight, basically. I'm gonna get a little bit more of the juice in there as well. Get a good coverage. I like my tomatoes. I do. I really do. I think they're very tasty. All right, so now this was really easy to make. I was very, 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 very surprised. It just takes a few ingredients. You blend them all together. You put it on a medium heat, and you add half of lime's juice. You start stirring it, and it starts solidifying and becoming a little more gelatinized. And when you stir it, eventually just pulls itself together. That's when you know you take it out, you portion it, wrap it in some cellophane, cool it in some water for 10-15 minutes, then you put it in some salt water. They said the trick was to make the water taste like the ocean. And this is the closest I've seen to looking like fresh mozz as well as actually acting like it on the pizza. So I'm just going to crumble the crap out of this. So like I said, it does look weird, and eating it on its own, I highly recommend it get cooked and melted down. I'm excited and interested to try maybe like fried mozzarella sticks with this. This would be great. It does feel funny. Guys, I'm a regular person trying this vegan stuff, so I'm not going to lie to you. It don't feel like no regular fresh mozzarella, that's for sure. But it does its best. It is, again, close approximation. That's what we're calling it. We're not. All right, so next I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of my crumbled pepperoni. As much or as little as you like. And again, like I was saying earlier, that mushroom seasoning is very salty, so I would make a couple tries before you add any other salt or seasonings to it, just because it might be too much for your taste right off the bat. So next I'm going to add some sliced up peppadews. I love these things. They're spicy. This is about the level of heat where I'm comfortable. But the flavor in them is just so great. The sweet, piquant peppadews. And it's so hard to find here. Order these things online. Or you get them at the antipasti bar at like Kroger or Whole Foods. But that's going to have a lot of kick. A lot of pep in my step. All right, so next we're going to have some lime and cilantro, but this is going on after I cook it. All right, so now we're going to hand it in to Turbo Chef. Again, this one's only made. I was toying with maybe putting a stone in here, but I am sure. I put this on the wrong screen. You see? Live TV, folks. There you go. So I'll tell you what. firm this up first, guys. I'm sorry. I'm going to firm it up and then get it off that second screen. So I'm basically killing myself twice. I hate cooking on one screen. Now I'm cooking on two. All right. So anyway, we've got all our stuff in here. And it is at, we're looking at 800 on the bottom, about 760 at top. So it's going to go quick. As soon as that solidifies, like I said, I'll remove one screen. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can put it on in here. I was toying with maybe seeing about putting a pizza stone in there because it doesn't get, for my tests, I wasn't getting that cook in the middle of the pizza. The crust, yeah, but not the bottom. So I don't think it, because it doesn't have that contact heat. So for the shots. Now I know people at Turbo Chef, they're probably like, "Don't you dare put a stone in our oven." But Tim, I'm sorry. I might try it, buddy. I might. All right, so here we go. So that's not bad. You see how right there it's already kind of melting? It's not bad. And bada bing, bada bing. So Brandy, any comments? My mom watching?
No.
I mean, I told her it was on, but I guess she's got better things to do today. You can watch it in a rerun, I guess.
Son of a pizza man, Frank baby.
Get some leoparding, a little bit of char in there. I can't tell if that was a little bit of char on the cheese or a piece of that pepperoni jumped in there, but it's not a bad looking pizza. And you know what? It's vegan, and I'm okay with that. Again, I'm trying to do this from the standpoint of a layperson going vegan. So if I do slip up and say disparaging things, it's not. I don't mean them. I'm just trying to, adjust my speech patterns.
George Taylor says hi.
One more side in there. See, that's the one thing about these turbo chips. I wish they had a built-in surface to cook on that you didn't have to take in and out. But again, like I said, some of it's still a little light. I didn't let it quite get to room temperature, but it's live TV. We know next time. We appreciate you guys tuning in and watching. Seeing how some of these vegan things can be all right. Now, again, like I said, I'm not happy with the lightness of the crust on the inside there, but all right. We got firm though. At least I got it firm this time. That's been an issue. So 1 second. Sorry there, TV people. So okay, watch cable. All right, I'm just gonna chop this up here. But look at that, guys. Look at that. Look at that cheese. I mean, that is some good-looking vegan melt, honestly, or melt. Looks like fresh mozz. Maintain the color. So next, final spots here. Just a little bit of cilantro for color, but I like the flavor of cilantro too. So that works in my favor. I know cilantro is either you love it or you hate it. There's no in between. But if I think cilantro, I'm also thinking I need a little bit of lime. And then, so here we go. Bunched up Blake. Blake's got it. He's got it good. All right, not bad. No, 0 days without an accident. We're good so far. Oh, wait, no, that's bad. All right, so there we go, guys. And then, like I said, I'll put just a little bit of juice. Not too much because, it's a lime and limes be strong. And then I did get some feedback on the test. Just a little salt. I think it's going to help with that cheese, but just a little. There we have it, guys. The Pep in Your Step Pizza. Happy National Pizza Day. That's not a bad looking pizza for a vegan pie. I'm actually a little impressed. This journey scares me more than even the pizza diet, because at least then I could eat all kinds of pizza. This is a little more restrictive, so I'm finding out what works, what doesn't. This, I think, if you make this crumbled pepperoni, you can make this into any kind of flavor, like sausage, bacon, anything you want. That's the beauty of that textured vegetable protein burger mix, is that it's just ready to soak up whatever flavor you want to get it. So next I'm going to try some sausages, the bacon flavoring. I do want to thank Mark Thompson of SauceStash.com and the author of Making Vegan Meats. I've been trying to get an interview with him. Hopefully you'll see this and sit down with me, because I do have some questions. I haven't been successful in all of his recipes, but it's fun to try. I recommend it to anybody. But from me to you, National Pizza Day, eat a real pizza too, if you can, because it's National Pizza Day and everybody loves pizza. So honestly, at this point, I'm rambling because I'm still trying to get paid for the next 20 minutes. So maybe I'll just round it up on my time card. All right, guys, I want to thank everybody for tuning in today. Happy National Pizza Day to you, your family, your customers, and your restaurants and employees. If you have any crazy National Pizza Day stories, please send them to brian@pmq.com. Send me pictures of some great creations, your staff, your customers. I love hearing from everybody. But I'll see you guys next time. But until then, happy National Pizza Day one more time, and you keep those ovens lit. Trendy, exit.